The Hellhorns. Have you been, Rap? Pretty good. Yourself, VCPC? Hidden Passage. Ascend a unit. 2 copies of that. Ooh, baby. Focus Growth. Restore 10 health. Draw 1. And reinforce to double armor on a unit. Also, we have a Fel that will cleanse me of my sinful ways. That's remove buffs and debuffs. You can't do double stack? Dang. Thank you for the information, Antela. Much appreciated. This one, I guess? Ugh, the other one's so bad. Fine. A Hornbreaker Prince that has extra health, you can put it in the front line a little bit more commonly. Non-boss enemy units gain +4 attack. I just gave all of my units +3 health. Unit banner. Unit banner is a choice between 2 units. Restart? Yeah, sure, I'll turn this on and then I'll restart when it kills me. So yeah, there is a cooldown on using it though, so you can't just exclamation mark monster train constantly. But it does post up there. You can see you can use the exclamation mark get key command in the official Discord to get access to the beta. That's a lot of exclamation mark monster train in the chat. That's what I get for asking. Which channel? I do not know. Let me actually quickly check that as well. It's not how it works, lads. Okay, hang on. Spam people ever money want. 1 second. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this. Not general. Where is it? I'm sorry. I've spammed your server, Monster Train devs. I apologize for the spam. Hang on. Okay. Want to get in the beta? Use the exclamation mark get key, and you'll get your very own key message to you. I mean, apparently that is how that works. Is that working for anyone? Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works. Worked for me. Okay, good. I understand there's a lot of spam in that chat at the moment. It's so... I do feel bad doing that. Sorry. I made sure to get permission from the dev before I set up anything like that. Okay. I'm gonna actually go back to playing the game now. Where do I put the key? In Steam. You're, what's it called in Steam? Like, cash in on a game that you have or something? Activate a product. There you go. Activate a product on Steam. Cool ring wraps? Thank you. It's got a rotating element in the center. I don't know if I can actually even show that off. It's got a rotating element in the center, and my partner got it for me because I am a very anxious boy. So it's something that I have to fiddle with when I'm very anxious. It's nice to have. Okay, I'm gonna need a torch in the next hand so that I can actually continue living through this, but I'm gonna put you there, setting up for the next turn. I'm gonna send you to my next floor, actually. I'll fight you individually. I killed the bot? Oh, God. That was very, very quick. Oops. My bad. Discord bot died. I'm sorry, devs. I did ask. See, because I knew that you could message them in the Discord in order to get access to the beta. It's just, I didn't know whether or not they wanted me to say that. So I've been very, very careful not to. But yeah, no, I clarified. We're all good. Everything's fine. We just had 100 keys, okay, but I have 300 viewers. You're right, I didn't mention that at the time. I also didn't know that I had 300 viewers at the moment until I tabbed out a while ago. I'm just gonna throw that. Gives me the ability to kill the Force Disciple with just 2 more. Torch to the backline here saves us a lot of HP. I don't have any armor on units. It gets a lot more damage out on the Disciple Inquisitor, and I still want it. Fine. So we're gonna take 5 in this fight. 5 in this fight just so we can get it. What was it? A relic or something like that? Any wins? Oh, you know not. It's weird. When I was recording last night, I was doing really well. It's okay. We got it. Actually, never mind. That'll be the win. Unit banner. Yes. This is for an early unit. One of the reasons I really want an early unit is so that I have the ability to upgrade them early and then start duping them early. Okay, March of Shields, Ritual of Battle, and Pyre Chomper. Maybe I take March of Shields and I try and actually lean into the reinforce and stuff. Consume, regen. I mean, my units do have more health. I guess consuming regen's probably fine, right? It's either that or the focus growth here. Focus growth with the extra draw is still pretty great. Next champ upgrade, you can get Slave for Armor 2. That is true. That is true. It'll be difficult to actually get him to ramp at that rate, though. Regen armor seems like a no. Yeah, you're right. Oh, health armor seems like a no. Okay. Wilting Sapwood, Revenge, gain an energy. We also have the Resolve. Resolve is just triggers after combat. Add a Sting spell to your hand, and Rail Beater for striking a unit to the back line. Striking a unit to the back line with the Rail Beater is really useful for setting up slays on Hornbreaker Prince and stuff like that. We've also got the Wilting Sapwood that we could actually just pop anywhere and it'll give us a bunch of energy, but I don't necessarily think I need that energy right now. I think I'll take the Rail Beater. What does this Seraphis run? Removes my buffs and debuffs. It's also worth noting the Rail Beater does come in with 10 armor on. You really need the energy? No, I don't. That's why I didn't take it. So because I got, you know, an actual unit up there in the Rail Beater because I took the unit banner, now I can actually go over this side, go for the upgrade, and then go to the Merchants of Steel in order to try and get something worthwhile. Or go for the money and then Merchants of Steel. I can make a unit endless right now and cost -1. Endless and -1 cost. So endless means that the unit returns to the top of the draw pile when it dies. Endless 0 cost Rail Beater. I'm thinking about that, but like, I guess it's just like a trash unit I can throw in the front line constantly. If nothing else, this will win me a bunch of fights and I can just use it to stall for time while it becomes stronger in other avenues. Bot is slow, but does work on Discord. Just keep trying occasionally. Oh god. What's Endless? Endless is when it dies, it goes back to the top of the deck. Because usually when you play out a minion and it dies, it's consumed. It's gone. Don't forget to Thin Deck Daddy. Do I want to remove a card there? Or do I want to save it for a later floor? Gain an artifact, forge my units for new powers, and Hellvent. I think I'll save it for a later floor. Endless seems insane versus bosses. Well, still, you only have 3 turns while the boss is actually ascending, right? You only get 3 turns to actually play individual things. So, it's useful, sure. But you would have to have it on a very big unit. Endless is meant for Transcendium, the true boss. Hell yeah. Spell shields, I mean... So you're the hasting unit, aren't you? Or are you the spikes giving unit? Either way, I have a lot of armor. I shouldn't have to worry about that. And I do want the extra money so I can upgrade units still. You see the entire map or just one fight ahead? You can see the entire map. Okay, so hang on. Absorbs the next damage spell. Specifically damage, right? Go to the next floor. I'm gonna kill you, the Hornbreaker Prince. Rail Beater on the bottom floor. Train Suit on the third. Okay. So watch for the easy kill. I can also get out the Conduit Redirector here. So this will deal 4 damage. My attack will deal 2 damage to myself on the Rail Beater. So actually, yeah, I kill the attack here. I'm also getting a lot of slays off here. So basically, all I'm going to need later is my Rail Beater to die. Is that even going to happen, though? So ideally, I want my Rail Beater to die so that my Rail Beater can then stand later in front of the Hornbreaker Prince. I think just in case that doesn't happen, I'm going to give extra armor to the Hornbreaker Prince right now. I can just ascend you to the next floor and you'll just die there anyway. Want to update the command to mention that running the command in the bot testing channel so we don't spam their general? Yes, yes, that's a good point. Thank you. The bot commands channel of the official Discord. No, it's bot testing? It's bot testing. Okay, never mind. I'll quickly change that. Sorry about this. I'm just still trying to make sure that people can get access to the game. Because I know I would want it. Can't you just link directly to the bot testing channel? I can, but then it would be a link that would die at the end of the day if I try and link directly to a channel. It's overloaded at the moment. That makes sense. Okay, cool. The Rail Beater will die here. It'll go to the next floor. I'll be able to put it in the front line. It's going to be fine. I'm also going to ascend you so that I can kill you myself. Ascend has been really good here. Do you have to be a sub to use ! Get key? Not that I'm aware of. Pretty sure they give them out to Doms too. I'm going to reinforce this for at least 9 more. And then just train Sue in the next one. Are you going to upload this to YouTube? Yes, but I have to do it at a day's clip delay. Rail Beater in the front line. Get him. Yeah, I have to do it at a day's clip delay because otherwise Twitch gets really mad at me. The bot's quite dead though. It's get key on their Discord. Yeah, it's get key on their Discord. There's no ! Get key in here. That's not me. It's ! Monster Train in here, and that'll give you the information. So the place that I'm going to in the next... Oh, another razor. We hit in the passage, though. Oh, but Welder Helper. I am actually going for, like, an armor build. Welder Helper is huge. Just started the run? Yeah, literally just started the run. I've got 2 copies of Hidden Passage already. I don't think I need an extra one. You killed the bot for the time being. Dang it. Welder, because I know it's on the frontliner now. Yeah, I'm keen on the Welder Helper here. Apply rooted to an enemy unit, draw 1. That's actually really good as well. I really, really like that just so that I can keep a unit in with the enemies we're fighting constantly, more commonly. The first relic in the run is Hammered Chestplates. Friendly units gain +3 health. Also, if you're not familiar, Reginald Hammerschmidt is my bot, so please, if you are issuing commands, pay attention to the response that Reginald Hammerschmidt gives out. I think it's Ensnare. Hidden Passage is useful for murdering bosses before they fully activate by sending them alone to your field floors. Before they fully activate. Oh, so can you do it while they're still out of the train? Because I haven't tried to ascend or descend bosses while they're outside of the train before the actual, like, them going up the ascensions. You can. Okay. That's good. That's good. I can dupe a card, any card except my champion. I can dupe another Rail Beater? We could have 2 endless free Rail Beaters? It's either that or forging units to gain new powers. The thing is, because I got an imp rather than any other unit, I don't really want to forge my units to gain new powers. So that would just be for removing cards from my deck. Sun Life, thank you very much. Silly, thank you very much for the gift of a tier 1 sub to Sun Life. Sun Life, enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. So I'd be removing things over here in the Merchant of Steel. I'd get a random artifact and then I'd go for the cave. Removing cards is worth. It is. JSM, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. I think the second copy Rail Beater is pretty ridiculous though. The only problem is they don't deal that much damage. But they do like completely mess up all ordering of the enemies. Having them in the front line would just be nice. Smack to the Future, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Dupe the Endless or go for the artifacts? I'm gonna go for the artifact. Just because it doesn't do much damage. Rage adds an additional damage per stack. Ugh. Infuse Mallet, 25% chance to deal 5 damage to an enemy whenever it enters your train. Neat. Extremely good pickup there. Check this. Upgrade a unit with multi-strike. Gosh, I wish I had something to upgrade with multi-strike right now. Let's go to Captain's. Electroc Tay, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Is 5 Rail Beaters good or awful? Not 5 Endless? But, like, the only other thing I can really dupe 5 times here would be Reinforce. But that also would be really good. Just get a ridiculous... Fine. I'm going for this. I'm looking for Battering Ram. This is basically Entrenched Pulse Barricade. No? Kind of. Okay. Now I need to remove some cards from this deck. Let's start by removing all these consumes. They're garbage. I don't want them in the deck. Actually, let's... Focus Growths. They're not super necessary anymore, but at least they draw a card. Whereas the Restores do nothing. Let's probably get rid of Restores right now. Let's actually have a look at what the next area is first. Probably 20 Pyre health as well as removal of 2 cards from the deck and forge my units to gain new powers. Depending on whether or not I get a boss unit, unit after the Daedalus fight. You know, unit. That's how we all say it. That's how we've always said it. Right. We're always going to want these Restores out of the deck, right? If we're going for a full armor deck, these Restores are going to be garbage. What kind of unit are you looking for? So I'm looking for Battering Ram, or I'm just looking to effectively just have a unit with a bunch of armor and just reinforce it enough times that it has 999 block, and then the boss can't kill me. The only problem is I need to make sure that I can kill the enemy units in the first waves as well. So it'll kill the bosses completely fine. Having Root is really good so that it actually can fight them multiple times as well. So I'd love more copies of Ensnare also. Heartless could be nice. Heartless would be excellent with this deck. I would take it in a heartbeat. What is the max armor on a minion in this game? We reached it in the last stream. It was 999. Okay, so they all have damage shield. This is fine. This is fine. So we go Rail Beater here, put the Hornbreaker Prince behind it. We ascend one of the ones that... There we go. We ascend one of the ones that has a damage shield, so the first one hits, doesn't kill, and then the Hornbreaker Prince hits and kills. Rooting an enemy to a floor. Root, yeah, bosses are immune to root. I mean, I don't want all of my enemies to stack up weirdly, so like ensnaring I don't think is a great idea for me. I think I'll do the draw from that first. Reinforce. Yeah, I'll start with the reinforce, I think. Just to start chaining reinforces on the rail beater. I also don't think I want to actually ensnare any of these. Will it prevent the spawn of new ones if you root one on the first floor? No, the enemies can overstack their floors as well. And then a March of Shields. I'm stacking this with the Reinforce. Root Bomb for draw. I had no energy left on that turn, so if I drew something important, like another Reinforce, I wouldn't have been able to cast it. Welder in the middle. Yeah, Welder in the middle here is, for the rail beater. It's just, what do I actually do with the overall turn, right? Let's do that. So you get knocked to the back, but not killed. You get attacked. Well, I mean, so if I throw one torch here, that'll die, and then I can torch the backline as well, and we're completely fine. Also set up a train suit on the next floor. I don't get to use my reinforce, but I shouldn't use all of my reinforces anyway. Good. I'm also getting all the slays off on my big boy. Having like a very armored unit and then a very high slay count Hornbreaker behind is super, super useful. Where do you redeem a key on Steam? Activate product on Steam. You'll be able to find it in add a game to Steam in the bottom left of the library screen. I think we go for the reinforce here, definitely. It's not like I had that many choices not to anyway. I don't think I hidden passage anyone up. Maybe the boss, I guess? Yeah, sure. There you go. Won't do anything. But there you go anyway. Let's reinforce again. It's completely fine. Still managed to set up another sleigh. We're good, we're good. As soon as Daedalus comes into the field, we just win. That unit dies. That unit dies as well. I'll torch you. Hey, there we go, ensnaring you. Actually, do I want to ensnare you? No, right? You'll be at the front of the party in the next fight. Actually, that's just another thing for the Hornbreaker Prince to go off on. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter if I ensnare it or not there. We have enough health on the rail beater that it's okay. Let me end the turn. Will there be a Monster Train Games Discord channel when it's out? Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go make that literally exactly right now. Games in Discord, create channel, Monster Train. Boom. Now there's a channel in my Discord for talking about Monster Train. As well as Slay the Spire, Spy Party, etc, etc. You know, the other mainstay series on the channel. Exclamation mark Discord in chat if you want to join. It would be it would be malpractice of me if I didn't mention that. What happens if you ascended the boss last turn? Would he have still frozen the bottom floor? I think so. Because I've seen them haste their way to the top floor and still just destroy the bottom floor. Okay, so it's the extra energy so I can play 2 reinforces in a turn, right? as well as March of Shields. Awoken Rail Spike, consume, draw X. Enhance all cards drawn this way with -2 energy. So that'll make the reinforcers 0 cost. The only problem is they consume, so it doesn't actually help us that much. Wildwood Tome? Wildwood Tome on the Hornbreaker so I can try and get the kill first. It's useful. Alpha Fiend versus Demon Fiend versus Awaken Hollow. I don't really think I have any reason to want to take any of these. But I do need more units in this deck. I can't just run with a Rail Beater or a Hornbreaker Prince and 3 Train Stewards. What happens when the Hornbreaker Prince doesn't have the ability to kill the frontline unit, right? I think maybe I just take the Demon Friend, just have a big friend. Alpha triggers when attacking, +3 attack. I mean, it does scale. Does it scale well enough? I mean, putting it behind a Rail Beater means it'll always be pretty safe. All right. I'm gonna take the Alpha Friend. It's new. 20 Pi health. Probably don't actually need that. Forge my units. That could be like a useful upgrade. But maybe I go for the money. What Awoken units do I really want in this build, right? None. I'm going for a heavy armor build. Awoken isn't that. It's over this way. Does it scale twice if you give it multi-strike? There's only one way for us to find out, isn't there? Upgrade a unit with an extra capacity size so it will be bigger, as well as +10 and +10. Try and remove a consume on a reinforce. If I manage to play all of my 6 reinforces and need another one, then I already lost. Bigger alpha? I'm thinking about making the bigger alpha. The alpha is already 3 size, so if I make it 1 bigger, it's 4 size, and I can't put it on the same floor as a Rail Beater or a Hornbreaker Prince. So it effectively just becomes like a bottom floor sweeper. Do I need a bottom floor sweeper like that? Save an upgrade for multi-strike. I'm not guaranteed to see multi-strike over the course of the run. So you can ascend him. Oh, that is true. I do have 2 copies of Ascend of Hidden Passage to overstack a floor with them. Yeah. Okay, never mind. You're right. Make him big, then ascend. Agreed. Okay, remove 2 cards from the deck. One of them has to be the restore. Seems to me that maybe the next is a focused growth. The problem is focused growth is actually really good on the Alpha Fiend because when I have the Rail Beater out, the Rail Beater is going to get all of the reinforces and all of the armor gain. And then the Alpha Fiend, if it's in the front line for a while, and it will be, this is defending for us, we'll have these. You have an endless Rail Beater. What about removing Steward? I occasionally just need units on other floors though, right? So if I had like more than just Champion, Alpha, and Rail Beater, I would start removing my Stewards, but I don't. Does Ascend always put at the back? Yes, so does Descend. Discord link's not working for you? It has worked for everyone else who's used it so far, so I'm gonna say that's a you problem, unfortunately. Sorry, bud. Torch is worse now that the enemies will have more HP. That's true, but at the very least, it still has the ability to, like, you know, ping off low health units, which sometimes there are, like, haste units and sniping units and stuff like that, but also ping off damage shields. Pinging off spell shields with them is going to be really important when I eventually get my Battering Ram, and I will get my Battering Ram. Discord link works for me. Didn't work for me on mobile. Oh, yeah. Might be difficult on mobile. Do you have to remove 2? You could just leave? So removing 2 is just a good idea here in general. I'm gonna get rid of a focus growth. Mobile is weird with Discord links. Yeah. Mobile is apparently weird with Twitch in general. Non-boss enemies gain multi-strike. So the enemies on this, they're not powerful. Yeah, they're not powerful. They just give you a bunch of penance. I think the bot is down. Dang. Yeah, and we unorder them. We should be fine here, right? All we need is the Rail Beater and the Hornbreaker Prince behind, because they have high health units in the front line. We'll knock those out of the way, and then the Rage will come in. My wife told me there's an amazing song in the boss theme of this game. The Power of Gayness compels me to check out her favorite streamer. There are many, many good tracks in here, but also, hi, it's here. Defender, as well as Alpha Fan. Ooh. You have 30 health. So I'm not just going to be able to kill you with only the Hornbreaker. I think I'm going to Alpha Fiend the bottom line, Hornbreaker the second line, Train Steward the third, send a torch. Good thing to have a torch for the backliner here. Let's go Rail Beater and then a Welder Helper in the midline. Why'd I do that to myself? Why'd I do that to myself? I prevented myself from actually getting the kill with the Hornbreaker Prince. I can ascend my Alpha Fiend at least, though. Fine, I think I'm just going to focus on stacking this floor then. Welder Helper, let's ascend you and then reinforce. Is this a tower defense card game? Kind of, I guess. I guess you could call it that. Steadfast, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Is there a downside to overstacking? Not that I'm aware of, no. So the thing is, Wildwood Tome on the Hornbreaker Prince actually here is going to make it really hard to kill unless we have like a one health, the wimpier unit in the front line. Because it'll attack before the Rail Beater. I kind of actually need it not to be quick for a while here, still. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm not going to make it quick yet, I don't think, here. Put it on the backline. Backline having 23 damage. I mean... Does Quick have to go on the Prince? It doesn't have to go on the Prince. Not that I'm aware of. Remember the game where the boss hasted and skipped the second floor? Is there a downside to overstacking? I mean, that's not a downside to overstacking. That's more like a downside to positioning. Like an individual downside to overstacking would be, oh, your units do less damage because they're crowded or something like that. Make it Alpha Quick then. What if you use Quick on the frontliner? To deposition them before their attacks? I mean, I could. I don't really know what I would be achieving. Knock that out of the way. You'll hit you. You'll kill it, and then you've already attacked at that point. Yeah, this being quick was actually bad for me here. But no, wait, actually, it still attacks the same one. It's fine, it's fine. There is a downside. You actually have a max cap on overstacking. Oh, really? Is it like double the size of your floor capacity? Could I give my Pyre armor? Cannot gain any persistent effects. I know there's a relic that gives it 8 armor at the start of each combat, though. And armor is not a persistent effect. There's an artifact there. Yeah, there's a relic. Would I... Would I be able to... Would I be able to give it 999 armor and just block? Quick would be neat. I mean, the dazing them on the first turn is effectively quick if you want to think about it like that. I need the ability to descend units so they fight again, or give them armor, give them snare at least. Good amount of health left on that pyre at the moment. We should try and retain it. Well, we can ensnare you on this floor at least. Actually, do I want to ensnare you on this floor? Hang on. Let's focus for a moment here. You've got all the armor, that's fine. You stay in the front line. We've got the boss down with you already. So... I can ensnare you on this floor. You won't... No, I think I ensnare you on this floor. Keep you here. Start with focus growth there, just for more damage. I don't want to torch the backline here because I'm waiting for the Hornbreaker Prince to actually get its hit off. March of Shields unit front, I think. Just throw a shot, I guess. Fair bit of damage taken there. We still got the Spire. Sorry, we got the Slay off on Spire instead of Slay. Yeah, that makes sense. We still got the Slay off on the Hornbreaker Prince, so it's still more powerful. Okay. Let's go self-mutilation out of here. Send you to the next floor so you instantly die. You actually don't instantly die. Wow. That'll do it, though. Alright. Play that out, end turn. Get him. So, 47 on the backliner? Eh, you scaled pretty big, I guess. Thorn Fruit. At the start of each turn, add a sting spell to your hand. I don't know if I want that. I mean, when I cycle back into my deck, maybe I do. I want sting spells in this deck. They attack the front line. Sting lets you delete Torch. No, because the Torch is important for killing the backliners. Sting only attacks the frontliner. Does the Sting consume? No, it doesn't. I'm gonna skip this, take the money. We did it. Descend a unit and retain tail. That's also really good. We did that too. Okay, so next area. There's no artifact shop. Next area? Okay, so it's 2 areas time until we have an artifact shop, so I can hold off on caring about that for a while. Forge your spells to gain new powers. So lowering the cost of Battering Ram so I can play it on the same turn as March of Shields would be useful. What does Sting do? 0 energy, deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit. That's all it does. I can also gain an artifact on this side. Upgrading the champion is going to be huge here. Forge my units to gain new powers. So which units do I even really have? I've got an Alpha Fiend that I could get another upgrade on if I could get that multi-striking, but it's not guaranteed. That's very unlikely, in fact, that I end up getting that. But there is also an event over on that side. If Sting consumed, that artifact would be pretty awesome. Yeah. It would be nice. No harms in getting Stings right. The second time I cycle through my deck, I'll just draw a bunch of Stings. I won't be able to draw any of my health, my ascensions, my dissensions, etc., etc. There is card removal over on this side as well. I mean, there's card removal, double card removal on this side too. You really gonna give me +3 magic power after I turn them down? That's cruel, game. That's cruel. I'm gonna have to take the buff there, rather, sorry. Okay, so we got multi-strike, Rage 5, Hornbreaker Prince. I do actually want a multi-striker Prince because I need the ability to take out a line and I have no sweep units. Hornbreaker Prince would grow, sorry, the Reaper would grow faster, but Brawler has the ability to take out multiple units. Let's remove 2 cards from deck. Probably a focused health and a train steward. Or maybe, because I can still just play these train stewards out and then just get them out of the deck, cycling, right? Let's go focused and a torch, I think. And the Merchant of Magic has upgraded spell to gain double stack. Would that have even worked? On a reinforce? Would it? I wish I had the money for it. Don't have the money for it though, so I'm moving on. Enemy units enter with armor 10 and we get 100 coins out of it. These enemy units are real big. And our problem is dealing big damage. I don't think I can give them 10 armor as well, as much as I want the money here. Like, my damage now, like, my biggest damage comes from Battering Ram, and that's basically just for bosses. Ouch. You think 2 hits on Battering would have been cooler? What? See, the thing is, whenever I play Battering, I probably already kill with it, is the thing, right? Alpha Fiend on the bottom floor, Rail Beater, and then Hornbreaker Prince on the top. So the reason I'm doing that like that is so that I have the ability to ascend this to the next floor. And also it's going to buff itself this turn. Perhaps you could double their armor? Strats! You figured it out. All the strats. So send you. Now we can actually kill the overcharged tank. I should have put down the Welder Helper first. That's my bad. Yeah, it's definitely my bad. We miss out on a lot as a result of that. Oops. That's one whole doubling we missed out on. March you, reinforce you, wait. Overcharged tank is annoying. What are the spinning gold rings? Probably the rings of hell if I had to guess. Getting late, so now I'm off. Night Rhapsody in chat. Night Hypnotony. Thank you for tuning in. If I can get this to take 5 more damage, so if it stays here for an extra turn, that'll actually end up dying. Or I could descend it to the next floor as well. It might be Endless that's doing that? I don't know. Really don't know what's actually doing with the spinning on there. And then I don't have to descend you. You'll only deal 5 damage and then you'll die. 10, and then, what's this, 58? 10, 58's not enough. Backliner isn't fast, so it's not super useful for me either. I'm gonna ensnare you here. Then ascend you to the back of that floor again. Dharma up. Battering ram on the top floor really doesn't do anything, but killing you basically means, yep, I'm only going to take the 5. That's fine. Starting to get that to ramp up. Not as much as I would like, but it's still fine. Alright, we're good. We're good now. Take 10 damage to finish this fight. Yeah, considering the fact that I don't really have, like, big damage yet, and these are all big, chunky, hefty units, I'm pretty good about that. Go march, reinforce. Not really ensnare anything important here. Just play that to get it out of the deck, I think, at this point. And then this kills. Whew. Yeah, we need more slays on this boy. So 10 damage over the course of that. That's another battering ram. Oh my god. Descend a unit and restore 10 health. That's another, like, getting the units down to the bottom floor so that I can actually kill them is huge. Also, draw 1, enhance the drawn cost to 0. If that ever hits a battering ram, that'd be ridiculous. But unfortunately, it's more likely to hit consumed things. I think I go for another restoring retreat. Like, literally, it's just to descend my enemy units, so they have to go through the Thresher again. 100 coins, an artifact, and a shop. 20 Pyre health is actually appealing right now. Alpha Fiend gets another upgrade, maybe. In the Concealed Caverns. I kind of want the artifact still. Your Rail Beater is like the enemy in a game whose health bar only ever gets whittled. Yeah, pretty much. Rail Beater becomes unkillable really quickly. Let's take the money. Apply Rooted to enemy units when they enter the room below the Pyre floor. So that means that I just get to keep them there for a while, constantly hitting them. That's great. Ish. Until it stacks up too much, that's great. Let's have a look at Battering Ram. Yeah, that's only the front enemy unit attacked by Battering Ram. This gives us an extra floor, effectively. I think we need this. And then they descend. Oh! Then you descend them and they come back up and get rooted again. Oh, baby! That's a really good point, Murphy. Thank you very much. Upgrade a spell to remove consume. I really want to do that. I can also lower the cost on... No, I can't lower the cost. Dang. Remove consume from a reinforce. I don't think I need to remove consume from a reinforce. Remove consume from a Wildwood Tome, maybe? No, but the reason you want Wildwood Tome usually, right? Obviously for slay triggers it's useful, but the reason you usually want Wildwood Tome is so that you attack before the enemies, so that they don't deal that much damage to you. But when we have a unit in the front line that can't get killed, it's less important. I actually don't think I want any of these. I'm gonna save my money here because in the next space we have an armor shop. Sorry, an artifact shop, and then I'm gonna just try and buy a bunch of artifacts there. I'll also probably sell off a couple cards at that point as well. Remove them. If you remove consume from barricade, you can start removing extras. Why would I do that though? That's as effective as just not removing them and not adding, removing consume from it. It's way more expensive. Okay, so Fell upgrades them to add Scourge cards to a deck. Yeah, that's fine. Railbeat, Hornbreaker, get rid of that. I can't descend any units, but I'll use that anyway. W armor already. This is great. We're actually going to get the Hornbreaker Prince to kill the Alabaster Guardian on turn 1. Got that Slay. Two 5 health units entered. Both of them immediately died. Beautiful. Alright. So, self-mutilate, self-mutilate. Get an Alpha Fiend out, I think. Yeah, I have the ability to ascend it later, but if nothing else, I want it to stand here and kill the Alabaster Guardians for a while. The Absolvers, they're gonna be annoying because they're gonna give me a lot of curses for a while. But I can kind of afford to play them out at the moment. And by kind of, I mean I can very much afford to play them out at the moment. They do cost me a draw, is one huge downside there, though. I think I'm going to ascend this one. Because otherwise, my units on the top floor are just idle next turn. Also, if I draw my Wildwood, I can quick attack with my backliner. Nice. And I can actually get it to kill the Absolver for me. So it'll get another Slay trigger. Okay. Send a unit, gain health, nothing. Okay, I'm gonna get the self-mutilation out of there. Battering Ram really doesn't matter this turn. I probably shouldn't retain you this turn. You'll just block the other ones. With the hefty boy at the bottom, the Eclipse Guardian. Yeah, that's a consider. Yeah, you're right. And then double my armor again. Can Guardian be descended? No, it has Immobile as an ability. I'll look at it in just a second for you. Yeah, Immobile can't move between floors or change position on this floor. We're dealing a bunch of damage to Fell already. Gotta love that. I'm gonna sacrifice a Train Steward. Move the mid bad guy up and get 2 kills for champ. Clever. There's so many different ways to play your cards that, like, I keep accidentally-ing, you know? Can kill the backliner with 2 torches here. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Am I? I could well to help a reinforce on the top liner. Actually, I think I do that, because then I can just ascend Fell to it whenever I have an open round and just battering ramp the kill. Silly, thank you very much for a gift of a tier 1 sub to Elinex. Much appreciated, Elinex. I'm sorry you've had a rough day today. I hope that you do feel better. Welcome to Republic. Enjoy your emotes in chat. Also, Qflame, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Isa Yin Yang. Much appreciated. Isa Yin Yang, enjoy your emotes in chat. Welcome to Republic. I'm gonna go for it. Altar Helper, reinforce you, self-mutilation down to the deck, torch the back line. All of them are rooted there for an extra turn. We should be fine. Can't play Battering Ram or anything really this turn much. I'll be rooted there. I only take 5 damage myself. That's fine. Just gonna play those 2 out and then end the turn then. Thank you. Qflame really loves your streams. I'm glad to hear it. Reinforce one more time. All of these take their damage. This one's rooted, so it's fine. Yeah. I mean, I could... I'm gonna sack a train steward to the bottom line there, literally just to get rid of it. Is this the third run? I think so. After this, we'll do the daily. Let's give you extra health. And then, because you actually just died to the first hit anyway, I'm just gonna send you. Just hang out with the rest of the people. Throw a torch for free and return. Draw me. Battering ram. No. Okay. Just gonna get 680 armor on my frontline unit. What happens when you kill the boss before they ascend naturally? They die. It's a good response. Good. Linsky? Extra energy a turn, draw an extra card a turn, extra capacity. Extra energy a turn gives me the ability to play like the consumes a lot more easily, as well as possible battering ram. It's just like as soon as I've got like all the reinforcers out of the deck, that becomes like not that great. Extra card a turn, draw to the battering rams a little bit more quickly. A little bit more space in terms of the Herschel's compound. I think it's either Fell's Remorse or Light Seraph. I think it might be Fell's Remorse because it gives me the ability to start building into X-Cost cards. Because I have just so much energy. Draw seems right to me. Drawing into the battering ram more commonly is really good. Because my rail beater costs 0, like a lot of the time I do just have that and the 2 reinforcers. The times it becomes hard for me is when I want to fit a restoring in there, a torch in there as well, or something like that. Ram Lash deal damage equal to the front enemy, the front enemy unit equal to 5 times the amount of spikes on friendly units. No. Impressive. Sacrifice imp, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. I only have 1 in the deck. That's not going to be that good for us. Last stand, double the rage on friendly units. No. Shame. Those are rare cards and we just don't want any of them. Alright, artifacts. 50% chance to swap the front and back units whenever they enter the train. Whenever you summon your second unit in a turn, gain 2 energy, as well as friendly units gain 2 extra on kill. I think I just clear out the shop here. They're not good, but it's not like I have much longer to get better, right? I have 1 more round. Oh, that is another random selection of artifacts over it. Yeah, actually, never mind. We have an artifact shop in the next area as well. Crown's fine. It's effectively like extra slay on the Hornbreaker. A little bit of extra damage on any other unit that managed to get it. So I'll take the crown. Hell's Banners, I don't think I need. I have so much energy. Like, if I have 2 units in the hands, all except for the Alpha Fiend, all of my units cost 0. And my train Guardians, but I don't play them anyway. So the chance that I'm going to have those 2 units and then also 2 reinforcers and stuff in the same hand is not likely. How's it feel to have more viewers than every member of the NLSS? Sans NL! I didn't know that was happening at the moment. It makes me do a smile and takes my breath away. Cursed Vines, I think I kind of work as Cursed Vines already with my own whole, like, rail beta sitch. Vines are anti-synergy with beta, yeah. It's a non-bow! I like that way of saying not combo, I like it. Right, remove 2 cards from the deck. It might be, like, Train Steward here. In fact, I think it is. Enemies enter with Spikes 4. Spikes 4 is actually a problem. It'll kill my Hornbreaker Prince. I can't give them that. As much as I want a random artifact, it will kill me. It will kill me dead. Nice. kind of want to apply Rooted to an enemy unit literally just to draw here. Ryan finally learned not to give them spikes. Look, eventually I learned my lesson. Only after I've exhausted every other opportunity, you know? Damage the front enemy unit. I really want the Hornbreaker Prince to kill 2 of these here, though. So, like, Alpha Fiend, Hornbreaker Prince in the back line. Alpha Fiend will take a bunch of damage to doing that, though. But I also think it's probably still a decent idea. Active Resistance, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic, as well as, Poyu297, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. I think I do want the... Not enough capacity for him. This is going to be a harder fight as a result of that. This is going to take all of my focus then. All right, fine. All my focus. Let's go. That, and then this floor, I'm gonna need to lower the amount of units, so fine. Give the double torch to the front liner. No battering ram there. We're gonna need the, what are we gonna need? Yeah, we're gonna need reinforcers soon. That's definitely one of them. That'll let me attack. That's fine. I think I ascend the Alpha Fiend this turn, get it behind the Rail Beater. Unfortunately, they can only kill 2 units on a single turn, though. The Wilt Wings deal damage to the heart as well, which is really rough. Battering Ram can still win. We'll see. We'll see. Assume to double your armor. Unfortunately, I got both of my Restoring Retreats, so I'm not going to have the ability to send the Darkwing down multiple times here. Let's go for the Torch. The Rail Beater will, at the very least, start getting stronger as it's killing all of these because of the Consumed Crowns. That's at least something that we have. Okay. So I can reinforce again and then Battering Rams kill the frontliner. I didn't even need to do the reinforce in track to kill the front line there. So each of these 2 will die. I want to be rooted in the front line. Really do too much about any of those at the moment, so we'll end the turn. Okay, we have another Battering Ram. Unfortunately... never mind, we still have 1 left in the deck. That's good. We want the Battering Ram when the Darkwings are out. So we're killing 2 of you this floor. Let's give you the double armor as well. Torch the front line manually. Why not descend Ram? As in descend my own unit and then ram? Yeah, that's a good point as well. Things being in the front line is going to be a little bit of annoyance next turn. At least they're both growing big and strong. Because I kind of want them still there, but I guess I would have... Yeah, I would have likely had the ability to ascend them afterwards. That, in fact, guarantees it. Let's consume again for the double armor. Which should have been done after the March of Shields, but who needs? Send anything to the next floor? No, don't want to send it to the next floor. March Big Boy to the front so you can grow Beater's armor without losing it. What? No, the whole thing is the beater will take all of the hits. The big boy will die if it goes to the front line. I might want to play the Wildwood Tome here, literally just so that the Rail Beater attacks first, which is nice as well, but also just so it consumes, gets out of the deck, so I have other things I can do. Okay. Thank heck they're all thorns. Okay. This is the last wave I need to deal with then. Got it. Let's descend you. Ensnare the one that's not dying this turn. There's Battering Ram. That's really annoying. Reinforce. Reinforce. Out of curiosity, what's the story of this game? You have on board your ship the pyre, which is the last spark of the fire that lit hell. And angels are trying to stop you from getting back to hell, at which point you would be able to use the pyre to relight the fires of hell. Trainer's called Bone Shaker, yes. Double Torture backliner here. Actually, you know what? No, I'll send you down, which gives me the ability to kill another unit here. Double hit you. Play a train student and just to send it to the next floor for some extra damage. Moving unit to the front line and apply 10 armor. Good. You're in the front line. Apply 10 armor. Boom. Don't even need my champion. Who needs champions? Not when I got a Rail Beater. That's the real champion. Alloy of the Ancients consume. Apply 20 armor. There's also Inferno. We can actually afford Inferno here. That's not the Transcendent. That's just impotent work. I think it's this. I think it's Alloy of the Ancients. It'll make my armor bigger faster. But Inferno, I do have empty floors a lot of the time. The only thing is, I also want to play my armors on those turns. But you always have an empty floor. Yeah. Yeah, it'll buy me a turn to build up later. I should think of this less as I can't use my armors on that turn, and think of it more as it buys me a different turn to use my armors, as well as kills a bunch of units. Draw a card, enhance it costs 0. I mean, unless that draws like a hidden passage or an ensnare, that's fine. That's like a very small amount of the deck. I think it might be Pyagro. Restoring retreat is another thing. Possibly put people down to the bottom. It becomes perma-0. Yeah, enhanced card is for the duration of the battle. If that ever hits like a battering ram or something like that, it's really good. Are all the cards' arts animated? As far as I've encountered so far, yes. The polish on this game is ridiculous. So we have a choice of 3 artifacts in the next area as well. I'm going to go to another artifact shop. Here. Deal 1 damage whenever an enemy moves between floors. That'll kill like 2 health enemies before they get to the final floor, which is like its real benefit. Friendly enters with Rage 3. Whatever. Whenever you play the 3rd card of your turn, draw 3. I don't really like any of these that much. Like, they're fine, and I'll probably end up taking all of them, but let's look at the upgrade for our champion first. Okay. One more multi-strike. Or... Slay. Extra slay. I think the rage doesn't matter because I will get purged by Seraph. So having bigger slay is pretty important. But this is also an extra hit, and multi-strike won't get purged either. I think so that I can clear enough units on the same floor, it has to be the Hornbreaker Prince here. Well, I mean, it's the Hornbreaker Prince either way, right? But still. Okay. Let's go to the Concealed Caverns next. Right, time for me to do the dishes. Lead the Hellborn to victory, Rhapsody. Have a good day. Thank you, Advice Colin. Much appreciated. Bone Shine and Bone Rattler. I don't want either of those. I know I have 5 energy. Still don't really want them. Then don't pick the 1 damage relic. Because chumps will die before they get to the Hornbreaker. Definitely taking both of those, right? I mean, if chumps die before they get to the Hornbreaker, yeah, we can't build the Hornbreaker up. But the thing is, if the top floor is Rail Beater plus any armor, I win. It will have infinite armor. So I think I still take the strips. It'll just help me manage the amount of enemies at any one time. Lowest health totals are 3 health. Great, that means if they ever go to the pyre, they'll die. They won't die? Yeah, they ascend 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Right. Bottom floor. Next. Next. Dead. When it goes to the spire. It might be time to get the final train steward out of here. And then I have 2 more cards I could even remove if I wanted to. Two torches? I think I'm gonna get 2 torches out of here. I want to draw into my my battering rams more quickly, and if this is what it takes to do, this is what it takes to do. It'll be really important because if I get the armor breaker on the top floor, rail beater rather on the top floor, and I already start buffing their block. I know I'm saying block is not going to get removed, armor doesn't get removed, it's okay. If I give them all of their armor, and then Seraph goes to the top floor, or the second floor, and I ascend Seraph to the top floor, I can win this on a very early turn. Remove Welder. Great. That's the big brain plays. That's just extremely intimidate the enemy. Rail Beater, Hornbreaker. Wildwood Tome, draw 3. Pyagro. Another Ascend, that's really unfortunate. Reinforce, reinforce. Maybe I kill the Gilded Wing this turn. So this is what? 200 damage? Yeah, I could kill the Gilded Wing this turn. Got him. Ascend the boss, battering ram. But this gives me an extra turn before I have to worry about anything like that. Ram the boss for 200 damage. I'll ram the boss when it does 2,000. What counts as buff debuff? So buffs, yeah, buffs are green. So you can see the buffs just got purged there. March of Shields, and then Reinforce. Yeah, there's nothing really to do here. Kill boss before its turn? Yeah, no, I plan to. Definitely plan to. If only I could ascend them this turn. Okay, let's give you More armor again. Seriously, if I could ascend them this turn, I would win this turn. 220 armor, 220 times 5 is 1,100. And then the damage that our team deals. Yeah, we would actually kill them this turn if we could ascend. Let's root you down on the bottom floor. I don't want you to come up the top yet. No! I'm out of energy to do it! Damn it! So I can torch you, and I would not be able to move myself down and then go for a battering ram, unfortunately. But I'm gonna just go for more armor. We've got it. Play 3 cards for the draw. I did. Unfortunately, I then drew things that I wasn't able to play. There is a hidden passage in there. We can do this. We win this turn. Fire Grow, draws, restoring health. That doesn't matter. I'll play that. Fine. I'll ascend the boss. That draws my next ascension. I'll ascend the boss again. And then I'll battering ram you for 2,200 damage. Told you I would. I told you I would do it with 2,000, didn't I? Whew. All right, now let's do the daily. 2,200, give or minus 10%. 2,000 IQ, 2,200 IQ play there. YouTube? Yeah, it'll probably end up on YouTube. I mean, all of these, the streams that I'm currently doing at the moment for the, not the Slay the Spire Corrin streams, but the Monster Train Corrin streams, just because people are hungry for more Monster Train content, they'll definitely be going on YouTube. About 24 hours delayed from when they're actually being done here. ! YouTube in chat if you're actually not familiar with my YouTube channel.